Okay, good morning everyone. Whew, what a night actually. Okay. So it's currently 8:50 in the morning and I already got ready. So I think I'm just gonna walk to the office as soon as possible because we start the introductory workshop slash coffee meeting around 9:30. So better get going. The office is half an hour walking from here. So it is time to start this project. See you. I am currently in one of the more industrial areas of Barcelona, here in Hospitalet. What I heard so far, but I have to do my research on that, this is an old industrial neighborhood or part of the city, and it's full of warehouses and pallets and very typical industrial area, like how you imagine in films. And at least my only luck is that it's not my first time here. So I've been here a week ago, so I kind of know where to look for Planta Uno. So I feel super confident just walking past these streets. I mean, it's not dangerous at all. It has its own certain, vibe, and I think it's pretty charming. I love industrial areas actually, and especially when they are trying to reuse the old industrial area and try to build, more houses, more apartments. Nice. So hi everyone. We are here. We are just done with the lunch break. And we had an amazing workshop in the morning. First of all, we danced around a bit so we could just calm our nerves and just get loosened up. Then we sat down next to a big table covered in paper sheets, where we had to introduce ourselves and describe our favorite fruit in our own native tongue, which is pretty nice because we have 5 groups here from Italy, Albania, Morocco and Spain. But actually many of us are immigrants in those countries. So for example, I'm from Hungary, but I'm in here with the Spanish team. So it was really interesting in hearing Albanian and Arabic, Spanish, of course. And I think I felt really shy when I was talking in Hungarian. Overall, I think it was a great way to get to know each other. And we had to explain our favorite fruit. And I described a peach, which I think no one understood what is a peach because it's nothing like... Because in Hungarian, peach is őszi barack. You can't really guess it because it doesn't make sense in other languages. After finishing that task, I think we had a coffee break and then we made a recipe with all the ingredients we understood from others. It's called machi, so it's a nice mosaic word for all the different countries. And with that recipe, suddenly the workshop facilitator Lina got a bunch of ingredients, so a lot of, cucumber, onion, potato, lemon, and we had to choose one ingredient. Later we had to describe the ingredient in our own native tongue. So for example, I chose a chili pepper because I love chili pepper, and it was smoky and spicy and really refreshing. The other part of the workshop was when we switched places. First of all, we described the fruit or the vegetable we chose. Then we switched places. Then we try to understand the person before us, what they wrote in their own language, and then try to add extra information. So it's not just the texture, it's not just the appearance of the fruit or the vegetable. We added extra information, for example, the use, the origin, the history behind that fruit or vegetable. So I had to switch places because they are arranging the auditorium for the next workshop. But as I was describing, we had to describe those ingredients and we were always switching seats to the left. We created a story about an ingredient. We added some personal touches, like how this fruit or vegetable can be linked to our personal life. And later we all read the stories that the other person wrote. I think it was a pretty interesting workshop about mixing cultures and mixing different ingredients and how can we use different senses to describe stories, which is a really fun experience because we are so, at least personally, I am very used to always texting, always being on my phone or my laptop or whatever. I've truly forgot how the true inspiration comes from. Being able to, it's so simple, like being able to touch a chili pepper, yet you get so inspired. Suddenly start writing or thinking. It really switches up the gears in your mind. And I think I really miss those type of workshops because it gives you something really special, something so simple, so simple. Like, getting a cucumber or getting a slice of potato, and it makes you connect with culture, with the art, with your own roots in such a deep level. Of course, if we have a nice workshop facilitator like we had with Lina, it was really fascinating to have that experience and being able to create a very personal and very deep story out of just random ingredients like a pepper and a lemon or an apple. It was the first workshop. Later we had the lunch break, but I really believe that the structure is so well done. Everything will come together so well. Just having the foundation, having the basics about storytelling, I already feel so much more inspired than I was before I came here. So I'm really curious how the whole workshop is going to turn out. We have a super fancy workshop now in about 10 minutes with an amazing journalist from Mexico who was dealing with immigrants, and she wrote her doctoral thesis about immigration. So it's going to be super interesting. I can't wait to have this workshop. See you soon. just finished the first big workshop. It's even hard to describe what I feel after such an intense 3-hour workshop about managing our narratives and creating new narratives. So I wrote down so many things already, the whole workshop about, reclaiming your own narrative. Write the one story that only you can tell. And why is this super important? Because, in my opinion, interpretation is key. It's super important how others see you and how well your message goes through. And you are the best person to tell your own story because there are no misunderstandings, there are no gray areas, you just know yourself the best and you are more than capable to tell your own story.
You can ask me a question if you want to.
I mean, you probably are not heard. You should talk to this one instead. So how was the workshop? Did you like the workshop?
It was very interesting, and I think it opened my mind because we were talking about discrimination and a lot of racial stuff, and I think it's very fun and it's gonna help us a lot for our future as workers, as social workers as well, to help other people to understand all of these issues and problems that there are in our society, and we have the power to improve that. So I think it's a big opportunity. So thank you so much.
Nice. Thank you to you too. VCs. I think I have to be the smart one now, so my brain is 100% flooded with the things we discussed. And thank God I was smart enough to make some voice memos. I have to re-listen to the voice memos later tonight when I'm going to do the post-production. But at least I have so many ideas already, but just, my mind is racing so hard. And I don't even know if I'm able to articulate proper sentences in English. So I think I'm just going to close down. And maybe I have to get some food. So we are going out for an amazing social dinner tonight to the city center. And maybe after that I'm going to be capable of describing my experience and my very own, very personal thoughts and the ones that this workshop evoked in me. So for now I need a break. See you soon.